Welcome. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan, and we are playing SurrounDead today. Let me get the playlist link for everybody in Twitch and turn on the chat overlay for the folks in YouTube. There we go. And I think we're ready to get started. Hello, folks. If you are watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me here. My Twitch link is down in the description, so if you want to catch me live in the future, just click on that. Follow me over here. You don't have to subscribe. You should be able to just follow for free, and you'll get notifications and stuff. But of course, I also post notifications over on YouTube. I always make a community post when I go live, so make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. But of course, if you're new to SurrounDead, it is a really fun post-apocalyptic zombie survival game. It's still in early access, so there's a lot of things which aren't implemented yet. I'm sure things will be changed, but I've said that, like, even in the state that it's in currently, I actually really enjoy this game. It's been my recent, new addiction, but yeah, it's great. So we're actually, I don't know, this is like my 8th or 9th run. I died several times in the last live stream, unfortunately, because the character we started with was really good. But yeah, either way, we're not going to cry about spilt milk. And to be honest, this character is on the way to being pretty decent. We've got a compass already, the machete, some really nice looking pants. Hanny, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for dropping in today. We even got a filter mask, but of course, you know, there's a lot of stuff we don't have, such as firearms, for one thing. So, hey, Ulfric Pinkerton, what's going on? Hello, Jenna9. Welcome, my friends. Thanks for dropping in, everybody. Appreciate you guys. So we are, of course, here at the safe zone currently. Let's see. Now, we talked about normally from this point, I would just head to the mall and loot that. You know, it's real boring. We've all seen the mall now a dozen times. But hey, Andy, he's here. What's up, buddy? It's working good. Glad to see you're here, my friend. But I think we're going to actually head over here. Yeah, I kind of want to check out like a new location. And this police station had two, maybe three, I think it was two big storage, military storage lockers. So but yeah, and I think we needed the wire cutters to get into it, and we've got wire cutters now, so we're going to return to that police station, and then we'll probably just boop right over here and explore this little town, which I think is what this is. But no worries, Ulfric Pinkerton, you were second, my friend, and that's just as good. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. Andy says, yeah, when I first popped in, it said you were already done streaming. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have, I think Twitch doesn't like me watching you specifically for some reason. I hope that's not the case. But no, that was probably just me. I posted the link before I actually hit the go live button. So, but I'll try and get that synced up. Hey, look at Dalmatian. I think last time I was here, the dog was different. Oh my God, I just stabbed the dog with my machete. Oh, poor puppy. I just cut him right in half, but he seems to be okay, so he's fine. A little bit of entity clipping, but again, it is early access. But I think we left ourselves in pretty good shape. Let's have a quick drink, and we'll fill that back up. I can just drink directly from the well, too. I found that out in the last, and fill it up. And we're going to head out. We're going to get going. Let's see. Oh, somebody told me, crap, now I've forgotten. Somebody told me a button I could just hold down to find out the time. Wait, how did they get that watch there? I want that button. Time. Yeah, thanks to everybody on YouTube for leaving me comments and stuff, tips. It's really helpful. Of course, I read them and then I forget them, so that's not helpful, but it's not you guys' fault. Well, I'll just, I'll mess with it later. Ulrich Pinkerton, subscribe with Prime. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. We'll do a little happy dance for our Prime subscription. All right. Now he subs on YouTube and Twitch and Patreon. Ulrich, are you Kenny over on Patreon? Is that, or over on Discord? Is that who you were? Is that you, my friend? Yeah, okay. That's what I kind of thought. I wasn't 100% sure, but thank you, my buddy. Appreciate you, dude. So, yeah, and you were asking about the In a Woods stream too. I don't know if you saw my response to you, but I will definitely do future In a Woods runs live, but this particular one, I think it's going to be best to just do it edited, continue it edited and stuff. I don't know, maybe if the character lives long enough, maybe I'll drop in and do a live stream from time to time, but so if we're traveling in this direction to the east, we want to keep the river on our right-hand side. And I do have... Wait a second. Yeah, this is the one I think I'm looking at. Okay, I do have a compass, so it's helpful for actual navigation here. You were very bored at work and started doing research on how to be a VTuber. I've gone down a rabbit hole I shouldn't have, he says. That's interesting. Hold on. So what got you interested in that, buddy? You have mentioned streaming a couple games before. So that could be really cool. I definitely encourage people to stream if you have an interest in doing it, or YouTube. If you want to make videos too, do it. Just bite the bullet. Start making content. Nobody expects like a brand new channel to be ultra high content. Most people too who watch like newer streamers and video creators over on YouTube are very, very generous people. They're very nice people, they encourage, very supportive. So I always recommend people doing it because quite honestly, I never really thought I would have, gotten into it as much as I have until I actually did it and started getting into content creation. Turns out it's the one and only thing I want to do with my life. Software is so advanced that I was impressed. Ooh, I bet, yeah. The amount of stuff you can do these days is pretty crazy. Okay, so I actually don't know where the hell I'm at right now. I've kind of got myself... I'm following the compass. But that's not really... I did want to go east from the safe zone, and I think I might have gone around the mountain this direction. But no, because the river's right there. Yeah. Well, oh wait. What the hell? How did I end up at the mall? God damn it. I'm trying to avoid going to the mall. And I still ended up over here. Oh, Lord. There's no avoiding it. It's like a wormhole or something. Yeah, we got to be careful because this run is on a higher difficulty, so zombies are a little bit harder to kill. Yeah, go to hell. Also, I'm noticing too, in the last one, I lost some of my radioactive, like I'm at 50% radiation, so we could die from that if we're not careful. Yeah, the mall has a gravitational well. So wait a second, if we go to the mall, then all I have to do is turn right, but you see these things right here, these dark circles? These are non-destroyed atomic bombs. So if we do go that way, we want to be extraordinarily careful. How was work today? Yeah, work is work, buddy. It's not the thing that I like to do, but it's the thing that I have to do, unfortunately. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. No, but it's all right. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so I'm going to try and avoid any radioactivity. But it is kind of cool to see it. Wait a second. Again, I think I went the wrong way. Okay, wait. I think we're roughly about here-ish. So let's continue with this hill on my left, and we should eventually come to the road. Oh, I've said it before, people, but I am terrible at navigation. And until we get the GPS, which is a specific item we can put in our inventory slot right here, that will give me like an exact location of my character. Yeah, until we get that, I'm kind of, I'm just doing my best. Let's just put it that way. All right, so yep, there's the road. Beautiful. And what is this point of interest? Looks like we've got, I don't know, a little gas station or something. Let's go hit it up. Maybe we'll just light up the map with it so we know exactly where we are. No, we're leaving the safe zone, Ulrich, and I'm trying to get over here to this area, but I took a wrong turn initially, so. But we are going to return to this safe zone after we do some nice looting and stuff. And the rain's coming down, people. Get your umbrellas out. Alright, we're just coming in here real briefly. Just to pick up. There it is. So we got the point of interest. It's the gas station. $12. Alright, I'm not really worried about what's in this place. I love this game, too. I literally just got turned on to it recently. Less than a month ago. But I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to see, I can't wait for multiplayer, obviously, but I think yeah, we said that almost at the exact same time. But I don't know, if you look at the roadmap, the multiplayer is listed, at the bottom. So I think it's, one of, oh, shit. Fuck. Bro, turn towards him. Okay, that was not good. Really? I have no healing whatsoever. Crap. Well, we just got to be extra careful. Yeah, I don't want to lose this run already, but now I'm down to 28% health, so maybe. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think this is what we're looking at. Yeah, dead ahead. That's one of the unexploded nuclear bombs. We can kind of see it, too, if we look. There it is right there. It's kind of sticking up out of the ground. Oh, he's waiting for the full release before multiplayer. That's good to know. Yeah, there it is. There's the big boy. It's big man and little boy. There's the big man right there. So we need to give that a wide berth. I'm literally going to walk right at the edge here as far as I can get from it. You can kind of see the perimeter where the ground is all torn up or dead, I guess, and the trees lost their leaves. If I were to go in there, that's basically instant death, pretty much. Not instant, but pretty close. All right, so we need some bandages. I don't know, Kenny, I don't know when they were added, because like I said, I'm super new to the game, so for me it's all new, Oh, crap. Gotcha. Oh, thank God for this machete, people. Oh, now this is good. Look, my health is already up to 80% again. God damn, that recovered quickly. Yeah, really? Are we serious? How did it recover so quickly? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of shocked by that. That was fast. Just gonna avoid those guys. That might be something I turn off. Or I wonder if there's a slider for that world generation. Being able to turn down the auto healing. It won't go above 80, but it is so good. Yeah, that was super quick. It's a little too fast. A little too fast for my taste, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, let's see. I wonder if I could just turn it off altogether. I know it's the first skill, so it's probably not. There's the church, which is right there. You know what? Nah, I was going to say I kind of want to loot that area, but we'll just leave it. Church has a couple looting spots, but it's not great. Oh, if you have a bleed state, I won't do anything. Do a quick spin to avoid sneaking zombies. Do what now? You mean just look behind my back? Just keep an eye on my back? Is this... Okay. I want to make sure he's not radioactive. That's what I'm most worried about right now is our radioactivity level. I mean, heck with that healing rate. I can take plenty of damage. As long as I hang out. Ooh. Hello. Pump action shotgun. No. And the rain just stopped, too. What a blessing. What a blessing. Oh, just keep a heads up because the rain sounds. Understood. What'd you say to me, zombie? What'd you say, windmill? Okay, we're not going to shoot right now, but I'm tempted to. Let's have a little bit of fish. Delish. And, oh, crap, I forgot to purify that water back at the safe zone. Stupid. All right, so here's the town. We're coming at it from this side. I actually kind of want to go over here first. Well, let's just make our way through it. We'll see. I've never really been to this area before, I don't think. Like, maybe I've walked past it, but I never looted this place. It's cool. This is like an old school little town, you know? Like, it's got the main street here. I guess this is Main Street. All right, we got undead shamblers. It's a mess, though, isn't it? Grain Valley. Are we going to do some fish money grinding? Yeah, probably just depending. Yeah. I'm hearing something. Okay, there's zombies over there. Surprisingly, not that many zombies. Like in a town like this, I would have expected... Oh, she just went back inside. I would have expected it to be, you know, swarming with zombies. Like full hordes of them and stuff. But, oh well. Again, I'm not complaining. Okay, let's come in here and loot. Loot, loot, loot. Tulpa. Fuck. Son of a bitch hit me. Dude's a soldier and he's got a pistol. Alright, hold on. Still no healing stuff, but we'll be okay. Here's some, hopefully some clothing. Oh god. That's right, go down. Well, I should... Whoa! Holy Christ! Take it back. There's zombies everywhere. Okay, the horde was just like on the other side of that fence, apparently. Hold on, there could be some precious, precious loot. Wait, there's something else. I hear something. Uh-huh. How are they aggroing on me from so far away while I'm crouching? You know, that's kind of weird. I've noticed that the crouch in this game is not super effective. Like, in other words, I can crouch or sneak up to people, but maybe it's just because my skill is crappy, though. That could be. Ooh. Oh, no, we don't want those. Let's rip that up. Yeah, it's probably just a crappy skill level. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with that stuff. I'd rather have the cloth and then make me some bandages. Having busy cities would probably be generally bad experience. That's true, Jen. You're right about that. It would make things much, much more difficult. All right, 100% health. Cool. Let's pull out. Pull it out, buddy. All right, we got it. Magdalia, what's going on? You made the stream today. That's right, dude. Welcome. Still in the first, under the first 20 minutes. Good job, buddy. Good job. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for dropping in today. If you're not familiar with SurrounDead, it is a lot of fun, and it's just still early access. But I do have the playlist pinned down or in the Twitch comments too, so if you're interested in watching like the previous live streams, they're just one click away. All right, so where the hell are we? This is kind of like an unfinished part of the city here. Hey, Swift, how's it going, my friend? What's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping in the stream. Got quite a few folks today playing some SurrounDead here. You bought it on sale while waiting for multiplayer to come to play out with your friend. Yeah, actually, Kenny here, Ulfric Pinkerton, mentioned that they're waiting for the full 1.0 release before they put out the multiplayer. So I don't know if you're aware about that, but it's still good that you bought the game, you know, because it's fun, and even in its current state, and of course you're supporting the developer, you know, so Who's ready for Terraria? That's right. Yeah, the new Vintage Story server. Yeah, we'll definitely do a restart, probably after the next big update on Vintage Story. But I think, no guarantees because I don't have any control over it. But I think we'll be able to sink our teeth into the new Terraria update next month. That was kind of what their most recent update, like the Terraria does a monthly state of the game. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some multiplayer Terraria. Oh yeah, it's going to be super fun. I love that game. Haven't played it in a long, long time, but I've been basically just waiting for the new, the new release. Oh, the group. Wait. You meant the one where group rating that you talked about in Discord? Oh, okay. Yeah. When I think it was, who was it? Bix? Somebody was asking about doing the Vintage Story. You talking about the first story location, the Resonance Archives? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We can do that. Pay $10 for 4 copies of Terraria. That's another great thing about it. It's very reasonably priced, isn't it? God, I'm not even like able to tell if these guys are exploder zombies. They're just getting up to me so quickly. Like one of these guys could be acidic and just end the run. You have Terraria for PC and mobile? I've never played on anything but PC, but I can't even imagine playing anything on mobile. Not much of a mobile gamer. Played a few things, but let me grab that actually. Terraria is so far beyond reasonably priced, it's insane. I know, like the amount of content, and like if you're a new player coming into the game of Terraria, the amount of hours that you can sink into that game is crazy. And yeah, like for I don't even know what it's priced. You said you got 4 copies for what, $10? Yeah, that's obscenely cheap. Man, I need some radiation. I need some Blue Prussians. Mobile I played when I was still in school. So funny, I gave a copy to my cousin's son when he was young. He's almost 30 now. That is crazy, isn't it? Oh, how time flies. I should utilize my little toolboxes here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And we will definitely do a Vintage Story run of the Resonance Archives too, for sure. Let's see here. Open. I'm going to start putting some stuff in here. I guess in the toolbox I can just put anything? Or no? It won't let me put anything. But the lamp? Oh, I don't know what can go in here. So I'm just trying random crap. It lets me put the booze in there. Okay, I guess that's a tool in some people's minds. Oh, the booze is a tool, but the axe, the hatchet, is not a tool. Okay, all right. Ulrich says, wait, I'm confused. Oh, hold on. We're at the Vintage Story official top server. Oh. I'm sorry, Ulrich. No. Yeah, that was my bad. I confused you. You're right. I forgot all about that. That's just, yeah. Oh, no, was it? They said January 2 for that, I think. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it actually completely slipped my mind. But no, you're right, Ulrich. I'm sorry for confusing you, buddy. Yep. We'll start a little community area over there on the top server. I think that'll be a lot of fun. For sure. I need to look into if I can stream over there on their while I'm online with them, but I think they'll let me. But yeah, that's going to be fun too. Vanilla Vintage Story. Oh, here's something. Sounds kind of large. I think there's a boss out here or something. Christ. Thing saw me from like 16 blocks away. All right, let's get out of here. Come on, buddy. I see you. Got to run a marathon to get over here. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Ulrich, too. Like I said, I completely slipped my mind. I love vanilla vintage story just as much as modded. Vanilla gives the old Minecraft vibes. Yeah. Swift, we are right here in the town of Grain Valley. And I am trying to make my way to the police station on the other side because there's a couple of those like military containers there with wire cutters, or that I can open since I have wire cutters now. But we're taking the most difficult route we can right through the city, buddy. Yeah, we'll probably have to return home and make multiple trips around this. I've never been to this location, so it was kind of for fun, still trying to get used to the map. In a game like this where the map is fixed, it's not randomized, just learning the different like important loot areas is so critical. Let's rip that. Oops. Thank you for the arrow showing me the way out. What's over here? Oh, there's another level. I wonder if I can get in there at some point somehow. So it's going to be like a faction base, like we back like your group, all the creators are backed by their group. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I assume what Whis was implying, this is kind of what I had in mind, was we would just, join up initially together on their server, travel, maybe to the south or wherever we want to establish a little base camp, and then we could just build a little settlement. I mean, I don't know what other creators are going to be doing with their communities or something, and this was just an idea that Whist came up with, so I think it's a good idea, though, so we'll just be doing it for fun, mainly. Let's rip. Ooh, cowboy hat, yes, please. Styling in the apocalypse. Sinking tremendous amounts of time into Terraria is pretty easily. Ooh. Oh. Let's put away all this stuff. Sorry, considering building and farming a rod of discord as a 0.5% drop rate. Yeah, that's another thing too. If you're like a completionist or somebody who likes to get all achievements or maybe like get all the items, Terraria is a great game for that because you will be occupied for quite a while, with that kind of an endeavor. And it's good. It's a good endeavor. All right, let's put that there. I'm surprised I'm not getting attacked right now. Nope. Fill this up. Okay, and check it out. I got the medical bag. A boom. Let's rip. Take it. Let's go. If we made like a village with trade routes to other cities, yeah, that'd be cool. Absolutely. We can, get into the details and stuff as we join and see who all joins up with us and stuff. A lot of it'll just depend on how many people end up, coming along for the fun. All right, well, I'm losing light. I don't love that. Obviously, we don't want to be in this town after dark. I feel like that's probably not great. Just because I'm not super familiar with this area. So I think we'll start to return. I wish I had a sleeping bag. Don't I have a sleeping bag? No, I think that was my other run. Uh-oh. Come to give me a good night kiss. There's 1,300 achievements in Tome. Now, there you go. That's definitely something you could sink your teeth into. Okay. We definitely ended up with a lot of junk, but hey, I mean, junk sells too, All right, let's just loot this real quick. I don't even know what I just picked up. A rock. Am I going the right way to get out of? Oh, shit. Those are acid boys. Hold on, let me look at my compass. So I'm headed southeast. Ugh. Can I just jump this? Let's avoid the acid exploder zombies. Those guys have ended several runs up to this point. All right, I think we're safe from them. Cool. I like this little town, though. We're definitely coming back here. All right. Ooh. I thought that was like a creepy crawly thing or something. I saw those wires. All right. So I think... Whoa. God damn it. Oh, I was looking at the... All right, new game. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go, people. Kenny has been born. Kenny Doe. We'll say Kenny Pinkerton. Boom. There we go. Kenny, don't get too attached, though, my friend. Kenny, you strike me as a soldier type. Think too much, RIP. It's always the sneaky ones. Yeah. Like I said at the outset of like exploring that town, I was kind of surprised by how few zombies there were. Well, I take that back. I rescind that comment. Maybe I could survive for 4 days. Like I said, don't count on it, buddy. What kind of war paint do you want? How about that? That looks cool. All right, let's rotate him. Look at his butt. Look at his polygonal butt. And let's continue. So we're still on the more difficult world. I'm not giving up on that. I know it's punishing and I die a lot, but I like it better. He needs to be a ginger. Okay, we can do that, actually. Let's turn him back around. Hair color. They got a lot of colors. Purple, you said? Okay, here we go. No, I'm just kidding. There is ginger. Boom. Continue. All right, Swift. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Thank you. Yep, you'll be able to see the back of his head now. The whole run, Ulrich. Whoa, Jesus. Holy crap. Hold on, I might have to turn this down a little bit. We're getting some serious... Audio bars were like touching the red zone there for a second. Good God. I gotta turn my headset down. All right. We're in quite a thunderstorm, boys. Oh, my God. Deer's trying to give me a heart attack over here. Well, I know exactly where we're at. I hope it's not too loud. It's still touching the yellow here. Hold on, we'll go down a little bit more. All right, Jen. Well, I'll try and be careful, buddy. I'll try not to die again. Rain means zombies can't hear. Oh, is that true, Hanny? I mean, Jesus Christ, with the audible... How audible that was, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, well, we can't do anything with that book, so I'm just going to leave it. It does make sense, but I don't know if it's 100% accurate. I hate you. Oh. Well, I got the pump-action shotgun on the first zombie I killed, but I don't have any bullets for it yet. Although bullets are pretty easy to come by. Oh. There's 2 acidic zombies out in the yard right now. You know what that means? We're probably not going to be able to loot this area. The gun doesn't have any bullets. Where the hell are we? All right, we're right here. We're going to head south. So if I keep this on my right-hand side, we will be going to the south. You're going to have to get this game too, aren't you? Well, I tell you what, Andy, once it fully releases into 1.0 and they do come out with multiplayer, we're definitely going to be playing for sure. So I'll be pestering you to play then. You're doing 200 games on your Steam library? That's awesome, dude. I'm sure there's an achievement for that. It's a very reasonably priced game too. When I picked it up, it was $11, and that's not even a sale price. That's just the normal price. So I definitely recommend it. I don't know how long it's going to be till multiplayer's out, though. You know, it could be another year or more, so I'm not sure. But it is worth every penny. The development cycle too, from just like looking at it over the past couple, updates, it looks like it's pretty consistent too. So the developer is not one of these that's like just abandons their game or only releases like an update once every like 3 years or something. I do not believe that's the case at all. I know. That's why I love indie games, you know? Indie versus the AAA marketplace. AAA is so overrated. You know what? No. I don't want that. It's like DayZ and Unturned had a kid where you don't need to be super stressed the entire time. These freaking zombies take about 10 years to kill with this knife. Oh, sick. We just got the 12 gauge ammo. Let's reload it. And just want to see if that would actually attract them. And it did. Yeah, I got 3 of them coming in. Oh, hell, I got more than that. I don't know, man. I don't think that rain really covers up the sound. Or if it does, it's not the sound of a shotgun, at least. Sorry, little rag doll. Not today. Oh, good. We got a bottle of water. That's good. It's not clean, but at least we got the bottle. Get out of here, bunny rabbit. Save yourself. I'll take care of the zombie. You run away. Ooh. What is it? Yeah. All right. Okay, let's put these on the hot bar so I can heal up at the touch of a button. And where are we? Okay, we're just going to go south past the turn. Unturned was the goat of the day. Let's see. There are so many games that are pretty high priced. I saw one before and I was like 35 and the game only had like 12 hours of playtime. Wow, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, no, you're definitely not wrong about that. There's a new X-Men game. I can't remember what it's called. X-Men something. But it looks pretty fun. It's like a co-op action. Did you guys ever play that old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like arcade game where there was like 4 positions on the arcade you could play as with your friends as each of the turtles and you would run through levels together? The X-Men game kind of resembles that in a way. But yeah, it's like a $25 game. I think it was Revenge of Shredder, yeah. I think that's right. Excuse me. All right, so we got an acidic zombie over there at that point of interest, so I'm going to ignore it. I know the likelihood of Chad or Ryan have ever played it, but how do we feel about My Summer Car? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. There's a wolf right there. Never tangled with the wolf. He sure does make a lot of noise. Come at me, wolf. That's right. I'm not afraid of you, dog. Oh, Jesus, you're like the unkillable wolf over here. Oh, I took his head. Oh, poor wolf. Yeah, that actually did kind of hurt. Let's heal up. Oh, snap. Oh, look. The wolves are humping. Their sounds are attracting the local zombies. Yeah, I think the game is supposed to imply that they're fighting each other, but I like to think that they're just humping the wrong way. They don't understand. Maybe it's their first time. All right, there's a lot of deer over here. Look at this. Deer all... Whoa! All right. You about keep driving on Steam and excited to try it tomorrow? Nice, dude. Nice. Sure. Jesus Christ. Oh, the deer have a wicked sound. All these damn deer kind of make me paranoid. Is this... What are we looking at here? Police station or no? Gas station. I mean, let's go pick it up on our map. See what's what. Bro, these deer make some weird noises. Gas station discovered. All right. We'll take the water purifiers, I guess. Actually, those cigarettes do kind of sell for a decent amount of money. And we can smoke them. Let me grab the cigs real quick. Let me just smoke one. Bing. If I can't smoke in real life, at least I can smoke in the video games, you know? I used to be a cigarette smoker. Best thing I ever did was give that crap up. Ah, what are you doing? Did you smell the cigarette? You want one? Sorry. I don't give out cigs to moochers. Not today, buddy. Nuh-uh. When Winter Cars Easy early access is supposed to be this month. Oh, okay. Fingers crossed that I can get it and it's just full release. Is anybody going to be playing, what's it called? Hightail? When that releases, it's supposed to be like super early access. I think it's January 13th it's coming out. I'm going to be picking up Hightail in early access and playing it on the channel, but probably just like a couple of videos to start with. Yes, most definitely. Nice. Good. Glad to hear it. I expect it's going to do pretty well in terms of views and stuff, so I'm excited. You bought the Founder's copy. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I need to go ahead and buy my copy of it too. Where'd you get the link? Did you just get it from the YouTube video? I'm going to have to grab it. People are considering a Minecraft rival. Maybe it'll help to light a fire under the butts of the Vintage Story developers too, you know? Not to say that they're like slow necessarily, but, you know, it's always nice to see more speedy development. Or just more ambitious development, you know? Instead of a couple of just small changes each update, maybe some like big stuff. All right, so let's see what this is. But yeah, hey, what's going on, Jen? We're just talking about some other games that we're excited to see coming up in the new year. I just mentioned Hightail. The new Hightail release is coming out January 13th. Ulrich mentioned, what was it called? Let's Drive? Weird, one of my messages didn't send. I had the devs of Hightail bypassing Steam as a platform and opting. Yeah, I saw that. They said that they don't want to, they will put it on Steam eventually, but they don't want to incur a bunch of like negative reviews early on in the, you know, by releasing it on Steam, because people don't understand that it's, you know, it's basically alpha, you know, it's still super early access and stuff. Which I don't blame, you know, because people will bombard games with negative reviews, not truly under that. That actually happened to the game I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, Card Survival Fantasy Forest. That was released in a very early access state. Obviously, it's early access, and yeah, it got some negative reviews because of it, because people were comparing it to its previous game, Card Survival Tropical Island, which is a fully released game, you know, with multiple, you know, after release patches and stuff. But either way, you get it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out some Hightail. It seems like a more action, not necessarily more action focused, but it will have just better action overall, I think, which I like. You know, I like to be able to test myself. I'm not sure where I'm at right now. Okay, so we just came from those apartment buildings. That's what that was. And I went straight. I want to turn left. Just trying to find the safe zone right now. I think we're close to it. Steam folks would eat Hightail alive. Oh, those are shamblers. I thought that was regular people. Yeah, that's, it's the vintage story developers too are hesitant to put their game on Steam. And they talk about certain reasons related to like the refund policy and stuff, but I expect it's similar. Might be some similar reasoning there too, because Vintage Story is early access. And another thing too, any game that takes such inspiration, I'll say, from a game like Minecraft is going to get negative reviews no matter what. You're going to have people who are hardcore Minecraft fans who just hate the game, because they think it's copying their favorite game. I mean, that was true when Terraria came out, so that's something to be conscious of too, I think, as a developer of certain types of games. But I'm totally okay with that. I mean, in my opinion, there are no games that are wholly original. Everything is somewhat derivative of another game, previously at this point. All right, let's pick up this point of interest. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ever been to this one. Maybe I have. Oh. Hello, sir. Do a little dance. I don't need that. Wait, can I just put it in my hotbar? No. Whoa. They're over there killing a bunch of stuff. I might go loot those zombies they're killing. Oh, shit, there's more of them over here. Yeah, Vintage Story. Sorry, speaking of Fantasy Forest, I've traded out. You were not lying about the magic system. It's really the definition of low magic. That was another thing I think a lot of people didn't appreciate upon release is that, it's got the word fantasy in the game, but like, at least on initial release, there was like no fantasy in it whatsoever. Hold on, I missed Andy's comment. One thing I'm super excited for though is seeing if I can get Hytale to run on the Steam machine. Sure. Mainly because my kids want to play games like Minecraft, but Minecraft is too boring. I love it. Oh, geez, I'm about to get shot by this person. Should I boast out my shotty and help her? No, we won't waste our bullets. I would just go over there and... Oh, look, she's reloading. I think it's a she. It's a pretty skinny guy with really short shorts on. Let's see. I need to flex my VS hours on Steam. That would be awesome. And yeah, achievements, profiles. Oh yeah. I mean, too, also from my perspective as a content creator, I would love to see it put on Steam. Jesus Christ, this woman. What the hell? Yeah, just more eyes on the game would help to get a lot more views and stuff. But I'm not greedy. I can play other games and stuff in the meantime. And like I said, I'm sure Hytale's going to get some views. You can add Vintage Story to your Steam library and have it logged hours. That's not a bad idea. I think I did have somebody tell me, I think it was Matza. I think Matza did that. Imported it onto his like Steam something. What the fuck? Is that dog floating? So we got friendly scavengers. I just saw a dog floating. And there's a dog over here. He's behaving strangely. All right, hold on. Where am I? Did I pick up this point of interest or no? I just walked past it. I got distracted by the the pile of corpses. Usually add your non-Steam games to the library. Just these are having everything in one place. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I know that there are some people who just don't like to buy games that aren't on Steam for their own personal reasons. And I mean, I've literally had people comment on my Vintage Story videos before. Like, I hope they put this on Steam so I can buy it, because they just won't buy from like even other sites like itch.io. Some people are strictly Steam folks. All right, let's see here. Okay, did I pick up the point of interest? I must have. Here we are. Okay, so if I turn this direction, keeping this on my right-hand side, then the safe zone should just be like right past that hill there. I can just go doop in between the three rivers. Ideally, I mean, I say it, it's easy to say it, but it's also extremely easy for me to get lost. Wait, not gonna lie, I have no idea how to do some like that. I'll watch a video and do it later. Let's see, did I search that? A lot of old games I get from GOG because they have both good deals. Let's read that. I can't pick it up. Oh no, that's the medical bag though. I think I put that in there. Can't put water in a medical bag. Come on. I could put water purification pills in the medical bag, but not water. What a lame joke. Kind of do want that, but we'll leave it for now. Let's keep looking around. Whoa. Guys are quick on their toes. Don't touch me. All right. About to climb this ladder. What's up here? Oh, you know what? This is a cool little base location right here. Oh, yeah. That's what this is. 100%. You're meant to, like, inhabit this. Yep. Make it a base. I wonder if you can get up to the 3rd floor somewhere. Okay, we got another zomboid. Go down. We got more. I don't want to aggro too many of them at once with this knife. It's not a good idea. Oh, machete. Oh, nice. Better pants. Machete. It's all coming together now, people. All right, pull the weapon out. Let's get ready. This is kind of a cool spot for loot. I like it. It's got some decent looting opportunities here. Come over here. Okay, let's go. Thanks for dropping by the stream, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Ooh, fishing. Oh, a compass. Not bad. I like this plaid better, so we're going to wear that and rip this, and we'll take that. Take that too. Awesome. Trash giving gold tier loot again. Hell yeah, buddy. Can't neglect the trash. I always say it. Secure container. Let's go. Yes. It's all happening. Heal up a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that twice. Oh, yeah, people. Let's see. Anything up here? I think it's... Yeah. There's nothing up there. It's really, I think, made for us to, like, put our stuff in. Don't know if you know, but this game has bagception. Like, you can put bag and bag and bag and really stack loot runs. Yes, I was aware. In fact, that's what we just got here is this thing. I'll put away the ammo that I'm not using. Probably gonna need that. Yeah, I like the bag and bag. And, of course, that's something you can turn off, too. Important to note. One of the great things about this game is the sheer granularity and control that the developers give you in terms of the things you can change or tweak or turn off altogether, you know, in your world. For instance, in this world, I have turned off airdrops, so we won't get any airdrops here. Hello, dog. Oh, crap. Did I go the right way? Yeah, so as this turns, now I want to veer off onto the dirt road and then hang a right after the hill, or between the two rivers. I really have to walk myself through this navigation stuff. I have to talk myself through it. Otherwise, I'll get lost. Part of it is just for me narrating, too. That's a friendly scavenger. I like how they cleared this area for me. It's kind of nice. Thank you. All right, so I think just around this hill here. Break off the road. Yeah, I've been getting some great tips from chat and from various commenters on the videos and stuff, so I appreciate it. I didn't realize so many of my previous viewers already were into this game, so it was a great recommendation. I think just through here, I'm praying, is the safe zone. Please don't let me get lost here. Yeah, because there's the other river. Let's actually go crazy on these deer over here real quick. If I can kill a couple of these, we can sell their meat. Delicious venison. I don't want to get myself turned around, though, because then I will get lost. Alright, so, boom, there it is. We found it. Shut up, dear. Come here. Stand still. Stand still for your master. Alright, got it. It's cruel. It's unusual. It's weird, but I'm doing it. Sorry, little deer. Meet your maker. Alright, so let's go cook this up and sell it. See what kind of crap these vendors have on them. Hello, vendors. So, should we just bite the bullet and go to the mall in the morning? I know, it's boring. We've all been to the mall 100 times. But I feel like that's probably the best place to start. Hello there, Sylvia, Sybil, whatever your name is. Hey, there's the Wanderer. Let me do this. Let me do this. Good. Did you drop it on the floor, buddy? Why do you do that to me? Open. That there. Alright, there's still more water. Good. Okay, let's go sell some crap. Hold on, I should eat first before I actually sell this. Now, I want to drink from this water, or from this well directly. I just want to... Nice. Okay, fulfill. Let's go. Where's the Wanderer? Come here, buddy. Put the gun away. That's not you. Yeah, look, the dog is different this time. It's like a German Shepherd. Yeah. Last time it was a Dalmatian. Alright, done. Quit petting the dog. Let's go over here. Wandering Trader. What do you got, Bo? Oh my gosh. He's always selling this gun. He always has that gun. Okay. Well, I have $193. That's not really enough to buy anything from this guy, except ammo. But let's go look at some of the others. Maybe one of these dudes has a fishing pole. That would be awesome. Yeah, the gun where you almost never have ammo for it. Never. Literally, up to this point, I've never seen ammo for that. Yes. We got a fishing pole, boys. Alright. I like that backpack. The Alpine. 46, 44. Alright, let's go fishing. We're staying up all... Let me sell this meat, then. Yeah, we're just going to stay awake all night and fish. Bloop. And then we'll break the economy, essentially. Here. Let me just put that away. Make a bunch of room for the fish we're about to catch. All right, so now we got to find something to talk about, though, because fishing's kind of boring. I'm just going to be standing here doing this, so, whoops. So let's talk more about games you're looking forward to, or maybe movies you've seen. Oh my God, time to fish and chat. That's right. Am I fishing right now? Come on. Yeah, I watched 2 movies on YouTube. You know, YouTube does their, like, they rotate in, like, free movies occasionally. I watched The Lost Boys, 2 movies from my childhood here. The Lost Boys with Kiefer Sutherland as a vampire. Spoilers. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. That's right, not #2. I was a little upset because #2 actually has Vanilla Ice in it, if you guys remember. Yeah, Vanilla Ice makes an appearance in that one. But number one is good because Corey Feldman does the voice of Donatello. It's really great. I loved it. As I haven't watched both of those movies in decades. I'm not going to lie, I didn't actually finish them. I watched like the first 40 minutes of Lost Boys, and then about 30 minutes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, Cutie Bun Bunny. Donatello, of course, is the best turtle, of course. Donatello. Yep, Donnie was always my favorite. My brother liked Leonardo and Michelangelo, damn it. My reflexes are off here. One of your favorite movies? The Gods Must Be Crazy. Sure, Hanny Annie. Now that takes place in Africa, doesn't it? Yep. I'm very familiar with that movie. It's a very funny one. About what they it's about what they call a cargo cult. Cargo cult, which is a real phenomenon. There are real, like, indigenous tribes who will worship, like modern peoples and their technologies. Interesting phenomenon. Wrong answer. Raphael is turtle merch bowl doesn't want. Wait, what? My Raphael turtle merch bowl doesn't want to see your stream now. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I didn't know that was so controversial. But thanks for dropping in, Cutie Bun Bunny. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Playing some SurrounDead today here. We're fishing right now to just break the economy, essentially. Takes place in the Kalahari Desert. Oh, it's in South Africa specifically. That's cool. I didn't realize that. I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. But I do remember some of the details of it. But yeah, very fun movie. Didn't they did many of those, didn't they? There's like sequels to that, aren't there? There's like The Gods Must Be Crazy 2 and others. There's sequels, right? Doing absolutely dog water, but I'm very glad to be back. Well, I'm glad you're back too, my friends. Going to be doing a new game tomorrow, everybody. Well, it's not new to the stream, I should say. Card Survival Fantasy Forest. If any of you folks out there have checked out my Card Survival Tropical Island runs that I've done on my YouTube channel, Fantasy Forest is kind of the next game. It's not really a sequel, but it's just the next game from the same developer. Still in early access, but I'm really excited to play it. I'm going to be streaming it over on YouTube tomorrow too, just to note. Okay. Turns out my Twitch recrap. My number 2 top streamer. That's awesome. Well, that's good. Oh, day survived too. May I ask who your top streamer is so I know who my competition is? So I can set my targets and beat them. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to tell me. All right, come on. Give me the fish. What are we up to? 8. Ooh, we got a big boy. Yep, let's keep going. We're breaking the economy today, people. Do. There are, but the original is the best. Oh, for sure. There are few rare movies where the sequel is better than the original. I wonder if anybody can think of some. I can think of one right now that is unequivocally better than the first one. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Don't get me wrong, Terminator 1 is a classic movie. It's a great movie, but Terminator 2 is just a brilliant film. It is one of the best. HD is almost the only person I watch on Twitch, more of a YouTube guy. Yeah. The amount of items categorized as religious symbols solely because we don't have any understanding what else they could possibly serve makes those cults sound pretty sensible. Yeah, Jen, it's funny you mentioned that. I watch not a lot, but some archaeological YouTubers, and one of them, Stephen Milo is his channel's name. It's his name. But I like him a lot. He often jokes about how, like, when archaeologists find like something that they can't really identify exactly, they don't know what it is, they just say it's a relic. Like they say it's a ceremonial. Yeah, it's for ceremonial purposes. That's basically the go-to when they just don't know what the hell it is. You won't beat him. It's my personal friend from university who streams Shiva Rosebloom. No worries. If it's your personal friend, then we'll give that a pass. I can accept second place to a personal friend. Damn it. I made it I made a Twitch to give you a Prime. Well, thank you, Ulrich Pinkerton. I appreciate that. So that sort of actually makes you my real number one. That's nice. That's nice to hear. Yeah, I never really intended to be a Twitch streamer, but one thing I discovered after starting YouTube is that, as a content creator, it's really not smart to put all your eggs in one basket, to use an old expression. In other words, if I only have one revenue stream from YouTube, that's dangerous because YouTube could cut that revenue stream off, or if my channel gets like some sort of copyright issues for whatever, you get it. There could be issues there. So that's why I one day eventually decided to start streaming mainly on Twitch to try and develop the following here too as well. Just makes more sense from a business perspective, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. The Twitch for live and YouTube for Let's Play is the best combo. Yeah, and from the creator's perspective, Twitch is a much better platform for streaming. I know that from the viewer's perspective, that's not true. Sadly, I wish it wasn't the case, but it isn't, simply because of the ads. And I totally agree with you guys. I don't watch Twitch in my downtime. I hate to say it, because of the way that they shovel ads in your face. I don't like that. But that being said, I do appreciate you guys. But yeah, from the creator's perspective, it's easier. They have better analytics for streams than YouTube does. YouTube is a video platform. It's not really a live streaming platform, even though they have that capability. And there are a lot of streamers who do stream exclusively on YouTube. But no, just from... I think YouTube's trying to add more functionality to their streaming setup, but it's like slow as hell. And they don't do it. They don't roll it out very quickly. But all right, so how we doing? What time is it here? Is it morning? It's 3:03. We got a couple hours to go. Let's keep fishing. Been using a different browser to try and skip ads because it's heinous on YouTube too. One of these days, I swear I'm going to install the plugin that I looked up, which allows me to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Because that's something that I'm aware of, obviously, and I know people have suggested it too in the future, or in the past, people have suggested it. So I'm definitely going to do that. I just know that it's going to take me like a whole day to like figure it out, and there's probably going to be problems with it. And I don't know. No, it's going to be a whole thing, but I will devote a day or two to getting that worked out eventually. I hate that YouTube is preaching premium so much. They're locking free features behind a paywall. Not a big fan. Yeah, no, it's true. I was talking to a buddy at work about the old YouTube before Google bought it, like back in the day, like the early 2010s and stuff. Man, it was such a glorious platform when like you could like literally just see a funny video from just a regular person, blow up and just go super viral and become like a literal meme of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Think of guys like Chocolate Rain and all the other ones. How much does that happen nowadays on modern YouTube? Almost not at all. Like most of the memes that people come up with now are like just intentionally made. You know what I'm saying? They're like trying to come up with these things. It's literal demons now. Hey, listen, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Hey, I always say, I don't like to get too political, but I will say this. The profit-seeking motive of major corporations ruins everything that it touches. I'll leave it at that. Back in my day, we watched Numa Numa Guy without ads. Yeah. It's funny to think, too, there was a time when, like, you could exploit the YouTube system and you could just click your own videos over and over again, and because it was based off like a click, the payouts. And I remember people getting banned for that. And there was controversies back in those days. People would try and like do click farms for their own videos and stuff. Petition to make FreeTube for the open source community. Yeah. That's the bad thing about monopolies. I mean, there's a lot of bad things about it, but there's really no chance for another website, like a video sharing website, to take hold. There really is. I mean, because there are other sites out there like that. I don't even know the names of them, but they're out there. But YouTube just has that stranglehold on the market share, as they call it. And they're not going to let it go, you know? Most people are just too comfortable with YouTube, too. It is a good platform for watching videos, you know? So it's hard to beat it as well. But who knows? Maybe one day things will change. There can be, you know, serious, what do they call them? Like cultural shifts. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it kind of has the same, you know, things can happen, especially in the realm of like media companies. So we'll see. One day maybe it'll change. Now we got the AI ban waves removing, whole households from comment from 13 years ago. Dude, I am so sick of hearing the letters AI. Oh my God. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just saying, like, every freaking commercial now is companies talking about how they've integrated AI into their systems. And it's like, I am so tired of it. The gun YouTuber site, they made their own site called Pepperbox because YouTube kept demonetizing their videos. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm in a good genre for YouTube in that sense. It's not the most popular gaming. Well, I wouldn't say it's not the most popular. It's just extremely saturated with content creators. But there's very little issues with the monetization of video game, you know, content. The only thing I've ever had trouble with is music, in-game music, created by like a third party, you know, who sells it to the developer, and then they'll strike your videos if you play their music. But that's it, you know. I know, unfortunately, like if you get into the realm of politics and, like you say, guns and stuff, dangerous stuff, yeah, it's going to be different. Let's go cook this fish, actually. Yep, or Rams price 40x because of the slop factories needed. Yep, the AI data farms. That's becoming one of the new big issues for sure. And you don't, not only is it going to spike the cost of RAM and hardware, it's also going to spike the cost of water in the local areas where these data farms or data centers are going up too, because they use incredible amounts of water for cooling, you know? And of course, that water here in the United States, all water is controlled at the municipal level, meaning there are literally no federal regulations in my country regarding the water, the use or the cleanliness of water. It's all run at local levels. And so, in other words, there's really no big hurdles for these companies to just swoop in, use massive amounts of water, and then drive it right up. You know, in other words, the government's not going to step in. They have no jurisdiction over this thing unless they literally passed a new law. And if you're familiar with the Congress of the United States, you'll know that they don't pass a lot of laws these days, unfortunately. Let's drink a little bit here. Electrical bills are actively rising in areas too. That's a good point as well, Jen. 100%. Yep. Because they're ruining the water and making it all non-potable. But if I catch rainwater and clean it, I get a felony. Dude, that's so crazy. Yeah, there are, like, in that same vein, there are like farmers. This is not about rainwater, but it's about, like, if you're caught using seeds from, like, that have been prior, what's the word? They own these seed strains, you know, and you're a farmer, and some of these seeds accidentally get blown into your field, or maybe you do use some, they can literally, like, sue you and take your farm if you use these copyrighted seeds. That's not the right term. Proprietary. That's the word I'm looking for. Proprietary. Yeah, it's so crazy. Monsanto is one of those big companies that does that kind of thing. I'm telling you, the profit motive of major corporations ruins everything it touches. All right, so let's sell this crap. Actually, let's eat a little bit of this. I think that capitalism has some really, really great value to society, but it's like a bird in a cage, you know? It needs to be heavily regulated and seen as a tool to serve the people, not as something which is lorded over the people, you know, and used to dangle ads and crap in front of them. You know, this system that we have is not subservient to the population. It's subservient to the few billionaires out there. But, all right, let's pull that out. Let's make a couple more bandages. And, okay, we're looking good. Actually got a decent amount of money now, 523. I'm hesitant to buy anything, though, because I know as soon as I buy a backpack, I'll find a backpack. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to grab this dry bag, because I like the dry bag. Once I do find like a better backpack, I'll just use this as like a little container. You know, we'll keep it inside of our other one. GMO or proprietary seed breeds. Yep. You as the farmer can get sued and something like that. Just for, like I said, cutie. Yeah. Like I remember watching a documentary where the farmer claimed like he hadn't planted these seeds. They had just like blown in on the wind, you know, and Monsanto would come in and tested a portion of his crops and found their proprietary seed strains there and sued him. And he lost it. And he said he didn't plant these. They just literally, seeds just blew in and it just took root in his field. We literally have a schedule for power outages. There's an entire app for it, really. Yeah, overjoyed to find out that I have the same viewpoint as Ryan. I'm glad too, my friend. I'm glad too. You know, it can be a touchy thing as a content creator, especially as somebody who's not actually in the political sphere talking about politics, because it's a very sensitive subject, especially in my country. You know, there's some people who take it as a religion almost, and they get very emotional about it. But I think we are in a kind of a current era right now where there's so much wealth disparity that it's pretty obvious who's at fault for most of the problems in our world. And it's not immigrants, it's not trans people, it's mega corporations who care nothing about people and only care about their bottom line. I don't see how that's like controversial to say that at all. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that's the 100% truth. You know, and I won't apologize for that. All right, let's see here. Same issue happens with organic crops. Doesn't mean your neighbor's farm is organic. Just means washed from the rainwater is. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, we're just going to go to the mall, I think. South Africa's power infrastructure went from the cheapest in the world to the most expensive. Really, Hanny. Damn, dude, that's not good. Power is what it's all about, too. It's the source of everything. Andy says it's mega corporations and corrupt government officials who want to stuff their pockets. 100%, buddy. 100%. And you know, it's like what they call in Washington the revolving door. There are many politicians who will eventually leave politics and instantly go into these mega corporations or these lobbying firms. So it's a revolving door from Congress into the companies, and then you'll often see people from companies put into political positions. If you look in the Trump administration currently, the Scott Bessent, the current Treasury Secretary, is a billionaire in his own right. This dude has financial interests all across the country. You know, he's one of the oligarchs. So it's the revolving door, you know. The complete and total capture of the American government by corporations is kind of where we're at. That's where we're at now. There aren't many politicians. Maybe I could count on one hand the number of politicians who I would say are genuinely opposed to corporate capture. You know, most of them have their hand out and are totally happy accepting these, you know, campaign donate. I mean, here in my country, we've literally made corruption legal, you know, through certain rulings of the Supreme Court. One thing they call Citizens United, you know, it's to get into the weeds is a little bit tedious, but it's not good. It's not good. I don't know, as a fellow American, I'm not afraid to say that I'm left at this point, because it's like to the point where we got to start waking up, and that's coming for someone who used to be on the other side. Well, there you go, Ulrich. I'm glad to have that perspective, my friend. Yeah. And you say you used to be on the other side, for sure. Corruption and state capture killed the state owned by power infrastructure. I see. So the state at one point owned the power. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for state ownership of certain sectors. Like, I think that there are certain things in society which should not be subject to the whims of the marketplace. Healthcare is one of those. you know. And I'm not advocating for like big communism where the government owns everything and you can't have any personal or private property. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, healthcare shouldn't be something that people make money off of. And there are many other things too. Power is one of those too. You know, the ability to extract resources for energy and then the flow of that energy itself should be, I think, in the national interest. You know, it shouldn't be held by private companies. You know, where the healthcare, that's crazy. Yeah, it's an outlandish idea that every other country on earth has except America. Absolutely wild. Regulated power and water, that's crazy. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, that is the point of view from a lot of people. I live in an area which is right on what they call the Bible Belt. It's not, I don't live in the Bible Belt, but I'm right on the edge of it. So I do know and live around and work with a lot of very conservative people, you know. And for them, the idea of, you know, any kind of government, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in their housing or anything, is completely abhorrent. Like they won't even listen to like the details of a proposal. If the idea of government getting into their, you know, businesses or their personal lives in any sense is brought up, they instantly shut down. You know, they are just not interested in it. And that's something which I think goes back to the very founding of our country. There are going to be a certain percentage of the American population who will never trust the government, you know. And again, I think it goes back to revolutionary times. If you really want to look at it, there were people back then who didn't even want a strong central government. That's why we took the compromise of federalism, you know, where we have states' rights versus the federal government. That's the only reason we don't have just a single federal government which rules over all the states. Is it my footsteps? Dude, it's been to the point that me as an Army vet, I should be waiting 3 months for a VA appointment. That's crazy. That's another thing, dude, is like the way that we treat veterans is pretty abhorrent, you know. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And I would argue that's true for all like lower income people in this country are all treated as second-class citizens. Honestly, I'm waiting for the USA to be split into 4 to 6 smaller countries. That's an interesting thought. All empires must fall eventually. When a government gets to a power, the people get rid of it. I think it was Hobbes, the philosopher Hobbes, who said that there are 2 states that people can organize themselves into. One is a state of government, no matter what government is. He advocated for monarchy. He wasn't a fan of democracy. But he says that all government is bad. But the alternative is anarchy, and that is much worse. We're talking a state of nature where it's red in tooth and claw, was the famous quote by him. You know, nature, the natural state of man is not a pleasant one. It's one where babies die very, very quickly. You know, women are abused, people are treated as slaves, you know. And so what eventually happens is if people live in a state of anarchy long enough, they get tired of it and they form a government. And eventually the people will feel suppressed by that government, you know, many, many years down the road, and they'll overthrow it and anarchy will once again reign. It's like a cycle. Now, this is not necessarily the truth, you know, this was just his idea. But he was a big inspiration for Marx and what Marx called the cultural dialectic. You know, but yeah, nobody should have to wait a month for healthcare they need. I agree. I think healthcare should be considered a human right. I've myself been waiting on just an MRI due to insurance hurdles pushed out 4 months. Insurance companies are a mafia. They're an unnecessary middleman that essentially only exists to make profits and deny people healthcare in doing so. Yeah, I agree. They should be abolished. It should just be I mean, single payer would probably be the closest we could get, at least initially in this country, but I think it should just be a universal health care paid for through taxation, namely, ideally, the taxation of billionaires. Insurance is just a pyramid scheme. Again, I think in certain sectors of commerce and business, the insurance is necessary. You're going to want fire insurance and insurance on your house, and even life insurance is a good thing. But health insurance, monetizing healthcare is demonic, as somebody mentioned earlier, about the YouTube owners. It's a truly abhorrent and evil, immoral thing to do, in my opinion. And I think it should not happen. I wish it wouldn't. I'm also extremely pessimistic that we'll ever see universal health care in this country, but it's unfortunate. It is just the way it is, though. There's too much power and money against it. I wish you would tell me how much I owe in tax and not have to pay two different people just for the hell of it. Yeah. Billionaires used to build libraries and music halls and parks. That's true, cutie bun buddy. I've heard some of the political commentators I watch do kind of talk about that, how like the old billionaires and millionaires, like the Carnegies and whatever else, they were creeps, they were weirdos, they were abusers, but they also did stuff. They also built things and like contributed, What the hell has Mark Zuckerberg contributed to society ever? You know what I'm saying? Or even Bill Gates, who really kind of grandstands as like some big philanthropist. How has he really benefited the world? I don't know. Maybe they have. I don't know all their moves, but yeah, it's funny to say that though, because I've heard that same critique from people. Yeah, the old billionaires still sucked. That's right. But it's interesting too. Ford, Henry Ford, who was a Nazi. I shouldn't say he was a Nazi, but he supported fascism. And so he was not a good guy, but he also held the belief that he should pay his workers enough so that they could afford to buy his cars. So in other words, he was not one of these like factory owners who wanted to pay his workers an absolute minimum starvation wage. He realized that it would be better for his own business if the people who worked for him could afford the cars that they literally made themselves. And so he paid them high level wages back then. So yeah, again, not a good person, but he made decisions which were positive, overall for the people. And it was like I said, a lot of ways it was just in his own self-interest. Son of a bitch. You're taking hits here. Wait, let's go back in here. I gotta heal up and make some more bandages real quick. I knew it was coming. Okay, our old president bought a Ferrari and classified it as a fire truck to avoid taxes. Oh my God, Annie, that's bad. Yeah, that's some pretty bad corruption there, dude. That's United States level corruption. Oh my God. All right, here we go. You went to a low-income high school, and our first experience with military pandering to KISS was elementary school. Really? Wait. Okay. Oh, kids. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, as early as elementary, they said they'd pay for our college. Yeah. The GI Bill. I don't know if you're here in America, but we have what's called the GI Bill, and it'll pay for college. And of course, they also say that you get free health care, but I'm sure as many people can attest to, it's free, but it's not the best health care. And Ulrich says, I remembered how pissed I was about not taking care of the national parks as much now. Yeah. That's another subject I'm very passionate about too, is the natural environment. My dad was a Boy Scout, and he took me and my brother camping every summer and stuff. So we spent lots of times in nature, and I do love and think and cherish the natural world, and I think we should preserve it. And you know, the United States has a great tradition of being the very first country ever to come up with the idea of a national park. You know, it's just simply didn't exist before we turned Yellowstone into the first national park. And to fall back on that legacy and to let these parks, you know, fall into disrepair or to be sold off to private companies is a national tragedy. You know, these are places which, if we had taken that mindset 50 to 100 years ago, wouldn't even exist. You know, Yellowstone, Old Faithful, those places wouldn't exist. They would have been developed and destroyed. Because there's valuable resources there, not just the real estate itself. GI Bill ideals are pushed here. Thank you, Teddy, for the national parks. Hell yeah. All right, so that zombie is glitched. Got a crawler coming in. Nice hat. This guy's styling even in death. Yeah, we got a couple outside. The boss is out in the parking lot too. We're going to try and kill him, but I'm probably going to need a better gun than this shotgun to do it. We'll see. Where do these guys come from? Just literally materialize out of nowhere. All right, let's see here. Good to go. Man, we kind of look goofy with this hat on. And the half skull mask. Kind of looks a little goofy. That's all right, though. It's the apocalypse, not the fashion show. All right, let's go to the roof and... Wait, let me check over here. Sometimes I get backpacks and stuff out of this. Tents. Tents in the... I gotta heal up. Alright, I'll search it again. Let's go. Ooh, gloves. Oh, I already have a compass. We'll just take whatever we can take. My inventory is real full right now. Oh, yeah. Real full. Oh. Aha. Thank God for the machete. This thing's amazing. I'm going to buy another loot crate, too. Hopefully we can get another legendary melee weapon. That'll be awesome. Oh, fishing rod. Don't really need it. There's a small nature park right around the corner from my house, and the only reason it has not been turned into real estate is because there is a highly endangered flower that only grows there. That's interesting, Hanny. Yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, thank God for that flower. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's places around the States, too, like that, which are preserved and conserved specifically because of certain wildlife and whatnot. And good for it. All right, so let's just go straight to the roof. This is where the... Oh, it's raining. Great. Wait, can I hack this? No. How many skill points do we currently have? 3. All right. It's a shame because the flowers used to be abundant when I was a kid. Oh, man. Yeah, that is rough. Here's your reminder to plant redwoods because you can't legally cut them down. I didn't know that. Another thing. Toilet roll. Shockingly, toilet roll is not very valuable in this apocalypse. I guess they use a bunch of leaves or something here in this world. So I should probably prioritize the more valuable stuff. Makeshift muffler. Oh, that's for a weapon. I was like, a muffler for a car? Got me excited for a second. I thought there was going to be like car mechanics in the game. May have looked into this myself. I had a little tree going. It wasn't a redwood, it was a maple, but it died. Crime pays but Bonnie doesn't. I've watched his channel before. Used cigarettes. All right, let's get up here and check the military crate. Come on, let me up. What? There it goes. Ugh. Okay, wonder what's at the top of that hill. What's over here? High tier military crate. Give it to me. Come on. And we do have diminished loot turned on, so loot is... Oh, sick. What the... This is the first time I've ever seen this gun before. What? Wait, what type of bullets? 5.56? Don't think I have any. No. Okay, well, we need to go back to the safe zone then and buy some. Oh, a pistol. Guardian rifle. Ooh, wait. Oh, really? Wait a second. I don't have much room here. Let's unequip those, put those on, turn that. It's got stuff in it. Oh my god, there's a military crate, dude. What the hell? There's so much stuff here. But not the red kind of ammo. Get rid of those. And get rid of that. Alright. Alright, so there we go. Don't really care about the gas right now. No, but, yeah, we need to go get... Damn, this thing holds 200 bullets. This is a badass gun. Looks like a desert gun or something. Something from the movie Dune. Oh my god, look at that. Look at my guns. You can see the little muzzle, or the muffler on it. It's a water bottle. In my country, it's legal to grow weed. My one friend has a whole setup with different flavors of weed. That's awesome. It's legal here in my state, too. It's not federally legal, but... Alright. Tempted to just jump off the side of this. It will hurt me a little bit, but it's not too bad. Let's go. Heal. And we go to the safe zone. It's not even medically legal in my state, which is wild. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's another just form of government corruption. Yep. Illegal to grow, illegal to sell, but you can give it away for free. It's like he'd just be the most generous weed dealer of all time. Just give it away. And then people maybe can just give you donations, right? Quote unquote. There's no exchange. There's no transactions. It's just all good faith. Yeah, you're good. Go 5 miles. Jail. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I think alcohol is much worse of an intoxicant than marijuana. Just in terms of like how debilitating it is. Like if I were given a choice to get in the car with somebody who was drunk or somebody who was high on marijuana, I would choose the latter if I was forced to. My state was a dry state during temperance, but it's still following through. Your supermarket cannot sell liquor, and weed is still illegal. For the longest time, you couldn't go to the liquor store on Sundays because they were closed. Yeah, my brother, when he got promoted in his job, he was required to move to Arkansas for 3 years and manage one of the stores down there because it was like an area they had a lot of trouble getting personnel to go to. So he had to sign a contract to live there for 3 years. But yeah, it was a dry county, so you couldn't buy liquor. He had to drive to the county line, which was like a 20-mile trip, you know. But you get to that county line, there's literally like 4 liquor stores there. There was a gas station at the county. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, too. It's just the woods. You're just driving along this country road, and you get to the county line, and boom, there's like stores there in the middle of the woods and shit. And they got drive-through liquor stores, so you don't even have to get out of your car. It's wild. It's like, well, it kind of defeats the purpose, but it's whatever. All right, let's see. So what are we looking for? 5.56. Let's sell some of our junk. No inventory space. Bro, you got tons of inventory space. I see it. It's right here. It's right here, dude. What the... All right, we'll go to one of these other guys then. Drive through, yeah. You could even write checks for the liquor. I don't know of a lot of liquor stores that will accept checks unless it's like a supermarket. What? Oh, it's telling me I don't have the space to receive the currency. Oh, duh. Okay, well, in that case, we'll drink that. Can I just combine these two? Oh, come on. They're both empty water bottles. All right, we'll just drop that. And there we go. Better. Let's eat a little bit of this fish before I sell it. Not bad. One more bite. Good. Oh, we're going to be rich today, boys. I got so many used cigarette butts to sell this guy, you won't believe it. All right, he's out of money. Loser. Let's see what he's got. 5.5. Yeah. That's what I want. Gimme. 38 of them. I don't know. That's kind of a lot. I don't really want to spend all my money on it. Where is my money at? Oh, I forgot to get this crate too. We got to go lay down our tent and put the crate down too. Let's sell that. I'm just going to sell this toolbox. Sell that. Keep the water. Okay, the padded jeans, no, those get ripped. Sell, keep, sell, sell. All right, we're good. There's a local fast food joint that decided in COVID to sell mixed drinks, which was weird because it was drive-through only. So the honor system on not popping the paper sticker covering the straw hole, to prevent drunk driving. Yeah, that is kind of wild, actually. Menthol alcohol kills. Easy to do wrong. Yikes. All right, so let's go to the other vendor. This guy. What do you got there, buddy? Ooh, AK-47. Oh, I like this axe, too. Ooh. I feel like the Chris Vector should be a sidearm. It's so small. A lot of people make alcohol fermenting potatoes with rubbing alcohol. Jesus Christ. I cannot imagine what that would taste like. Okay, so let's buy... I mean, I'm just going to buy a bunch of ammo. No, you know what? Hold on. How much money do I have? Where is it? Oh. Wait, what did I do with my money? Did I accidentally get rid of it? I think it was in my pants, and I got rid of the pants or ripped them or something. Huh. Okay, either way. Lost money. It happens. Okay, did I drop it maybe? I know I dropped a bottle. Oh well. Not sure what happened. Vodka is potato bed. Well, that's true. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it would taste... I don't know. I've been told vodka doesn't have a taste, but it tastes like ass to me. I'm not a big hard liquor guy. I do like beer, but not hard liquor. All right. Let's drink from the old well. Delish. What time is it? Is it literally morning already? No. Still night. I've got 1 point. Can't do anything with it yet. All right. Let's run down to the stream. There's a specific little spot I like to place my tent. I can't believe I lost my money, though. I was going to buy... Maybe I just bought a whole bunch of ammo. All right, so speaking of ammo, let's fill this. Oh, nope. Wow. 15, that's it? Damn. All right, we got 15 shots with that gun. Vodka and mini liquors are potato-based. When you put isopropyl alcohol, yeah, that is a bad choice. That stuff will make you go blind, won't it? Oh, the 45 too. I forgot. I do have bullets for that. Let's whip that out real quick. I've never even shot a pistol in this game. All right, fishing time. Time to break the economy. Let's go. Actually, we'll do that in the morning. I was going to go place the tent. We'll just do it on the next trip to the mall. I hope I can kill that guy. You know what? After we fish, I'll just go buy some more bullets. So we should be able to kill this guy. There's a boss at the mall. We need to take him out. Too far from the water. All right. Yep, going to be streaming a different game tomorrow. Card Survival Fantasy Forest. So I hope you guys will tune in. I'm going to be doing it over on YouTube too. I know I mentioned it once, but just restating it for anybody who might have just tuned in. And the fish are not biting much. I've made wines and meads with my partner, but again, distilling is illegal because dry state rules, but also for public health and safety. Yeah, you got to be careful. It can be dangerous fermenting stuff, right? Let's see. What can we say? Desperate times call for desperate measures when only legal alcohol is rubbing alcohol. We shall drink. Yeah, no, I remember I did a volunteer event where we were putting together like care packages for homeless people that would be handed out to homeless people. But the director, we had to make sure that the hand sanitizer that we put in those didn't have rubbing alcohol. It had to be the alcohol-free kind of hand sanitizer because he said that the homeless people would drink it to get drunk. And it's dangerous, which is pretty sad. All right, got a tug. One of the biggest brewing issues is possible botulism aside from methyl alcohol poisoning. Yikes. Is there a test you can do to test for botulism? I always find it interesting that if you heard the term Botox, everybody's heard the term Botox. Botox is short for botulism toxin. It's literally an injection of botulism. But I think that they essentially defang the bacteria, so to speak, so it's not lethal, but it's messed up, man. People do some weird stuff to their bodies for the sake of appearance, for the sake of attracting the opposite sex. You do the drink test. Hanny. You put your life on the line, buddy. Don't do the drink test, Hanny. We need you around. I'm sure there probably is, but I've never heard of it personally. Is it morning now? Let's see. No, it's only midnight. No, I don't care. Botox is one-fanged botulism. I gotcha. All right. It's almost hard to tell that it's nighttime out here, but it's one thing that if you do play this game single player, I have it turned up so night brightness is at its maximum for streaming and stuff, so it really appears like daytime. But if you play on single player, I recommend leaving the settings as they are default because nighttime is like pitch black in this game. If I had it set to default right now, you wouldn't see anything. It's kind of cool too because it really does force you to prioritize a flashlight, And if you don't get a flashlight, you have to be at a place where you're safe in the evening so you can rest. You know what I'm saying? I'll work. I usually go for 2 hours. Usually do 2 hours, my friend. And we're approaching an hour and 49 minutes right now. So probably a few more. Probably a few more minutes here. Yeah, I don't have any commands set up for Twitch. I think they require bots. I've never put any bots or anything into my Twitch. I should maybe at some point. All right, there we go. See how many fish we got. Not many. 14 little ones. Well, maybe that'll be enough to buy some more bullets. I do kind of want to go take out the boss, though. So maybe we'll do that. We'll go kill the boss. So if we run a little bit over 2 hours, no big deal. But yeah, we'll take that guy. I want to see this new gun we got in action. But I got to get some more bullets for it. 15, that's not a lot. I want more. All right, what time is it? Trying to remember what that person told me the command was. Was it G? There's a command I can just look at the watch. P? Damn it, I forgot. I'm just hitting buttons. We got to have a GOL update for the setup, Ryan. Get the double stream set up and all that jazz. Yeah. Wait. I'm not sure. We got to have a What's GOL update day? Yeah, no, would definitely be to my benefit to stream on both platforms simultaneously. And I think with my new PC, I should be able to handle it from a hardware perspective. But really, it comes down to bandwidth, like my ISP, which can be a little bit spotty sometimes, unfortunately. It's not the best. It's the only option, though. Oh, quality of life? I gotcha. Understood. We gotta have a quality of life update day for the setup. Yeah, I get the double stream. Yeah. I just foresee there are going to be issues with it. I know it's going to probably take a whole day of my time to probably get it to work, and then going live with it. It's going to be essentially a test for the first couple streams, just figuring it out. But yeah, I need to prioritize it. All right, let's cook the fish. I got so many. Huh? What happened? Okay, good. And what, I got 2 of these. Bam. All right, let's go sell this crap, which we'll eat a little bit of it. Delicious. All right, and I just really want some bullets, unless this guy's got like a GPS or something. Why can't I sell this? Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't have enough money for that one. Where is my money? Where is it going? I just sold something and I got money for it, but where is my money going? I don't understand. There's no... I have no containers. What the... I thought it was lost, but now I just have no clue where the hell this is at. Did it go into the tent? I can't place it. What the... Alright, I'm totally confused. I have no idea where my money is. And apparently I can't make any more money. When I try and sell it, there's just no money given to me. Trader doesn't have enough. Okay. Well, this is frustrating. Oh my god, Trader doesn't have enough. Split it. Yeah, there's no money. So then will it not let me buy anything? What did I need? What is this? 5.56. Let's just buy one. Okay. Let me buy one. Okay. So I do have money. I just don't know where it's at. I am wholly confused here, people. Okay, sorry. So let's see. Bringing the stream to YouTube will invite a lot more views because I do see a lot of YouTube folks only watching the VOD. That's true. That is true, Henny. I've been playing Cataclysm since the beginning of the stream. Tried to up archery and learn the proficiencies to see what would work in your Innerwood playthrough. Don't do it. Trained in the winter, perhaps when time is available, but don't think it's something to rely on. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Jen. For the Innerwoods run, that's probably a good idea to do it during the winter. Once I've got like most of my crafting, done, we just have free time. Yeah, Hanny also left a comment on the video about fishing because I had mentioned making a fishing pole, and I've kind of had second thoughts about fishing. I don't know if I know we got some Patreons in here, so I don't know if anybody's actually watched the latest episodes that I've put on YouTube or on Patreon, so I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a reason why I don't think standing at that pond letting time pass for long periods of time is a good idea. Namely it's because of nasty creatures and stuff. Ulrich, let's see here. Hold on one second. Episode 5 and 6 are up on Patreon right now. So you can watch 5 and 6 early. They're not released onto YouTube yet, but they are on the Patreon. So you can watch them right now, ad-free, if you're interested. We also got to get a farm. The ground like yesterday. That's a good point, too. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yep. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun recording it. So I've been sitting down each time when I record for the Innerwoods playthrough. I usually record like 2 episodes or 3 episodes in a day. It's been hard for me to keep my vintage story recording going though, because all I want to do is play Cataclysm. But I've got to keep up with the hardcore vintage story run too. Yeah, the Innerwoods playthrough, me too. It's a lot of fun. I had somebody comment, I've forgotten who it was, but they said that it was like, it was Crypto Coning. That's right, another Patreon. They said that it's like watching Unreal World, but on steroids, And Unreal World, if you guys aren't aware, is one of those primitive survival roguelike games that I've played on my channel, but it's pretty basic, compared to Cataclysm. So it is fun playing this total conversion mod. Okay, we'll place our tent here. I like to put my little campsite right next to this road. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of an equal distance between us and the mall. So we can drop off large items if we need to. It's cool to get this military crate. It's the first time I've got one of those, I think. Alright, so let's load up. Cha-ching. 28 bullets. Let's look at our pump. Nope, that's my pistol. Pump is 2. Okay, he's ready to go. This guy's got 28 bullets. Let's go kill this boss. Fishing is something to do in flowing water, ponds, or are for caviar. At least that's how I do. Oh, you're talking about the Innerwoods run again. Yeah. In flowing water, ponds are for caviar. I almost never watch from the Patreon because I'm never home when I watch your actual video, so I'm going to watch while working. Understood. Well, from my perspective, it is better for you guys to watch them on YouTube because then I get the ad revenue for that, for those views. But, you know, it's part of the Patreon benefits. It's just having access to that stuff early and ad free. So, of course, you know, if you want to watch it on Patreon, I highly encourage that too. It's obviously why I always upload to that platform as well. I was worried you wouldn't like it at first with the lack of zombie danger instead of starvation danger. It's all right. You know, like I mentioned, Unreal World, coming from that game, I like a good, like, man versus wilderness type of game. I am a huge fan of The Long Dark, which is a game I've talked about on stream previously, and I've got plenty of playthroughs for it too on the channel, but I'm not very good at it, sadly. But yeah, no, I am really enjoying In the Woods, and I'll definitely do more runs for it in the future. Yeah, great game. I love it. I'm just not very good at it. I have to play it on the hardest level. Well, it's not actually the hardest level anymore. Used to be. Interloper used to be the most difficult way of playing that game. But now there is a harder way to play it. Alright, so we're going to try and kill this boss. It's a pretty easy kill. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. So, we're going to shoot. He's going to come up here. But he can't get to this level because of that ladder, so I should be able to just kill him pretty easily. Oh, so that's how you do the scope. Right in your ear. Bro, I love the way this gun fires. Okay, it's out of bullies. Shotgun. I might not actually have enough ammo to kill this guy. I think he needs to get closer to me. Yeah, for the shotgun to really do some damage. I think I'm going to take this off. I don't know if that's actually diminishing my damage. Was I hitting the flag? Okay, yeah, because I wasn't doing much damage to him. So he'll come through there. But we got to kind of lure him out. Where you at, dummy? There he is. So he's right below me. Let's lure him over here. Come on out, buddy. You won't be able to get up here, but I don't want to go down to that level. Yeah, there we are. Come on out. There he is. Oh my god, what's he doing? Did you see him like fly over the top of that thing? Oh shit, I'm out. Oh man, I hope I can kill him. Oh, that's the last of the 12 gauge. Oh, I've only got one more shot. Yikes. Whoopsie. Definitely should have bought more ammo. Oh, we got the pistol. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. Oh, nice. My first time using the pistol, and I think we're going to kill the boss with it. Actually, these are my last few shots here, aren't they? Oh my god, do I have to melee this guy? Oh, no, I got a couple bullets. Yeah, we got 6 more. Right through the back of the neck. Oh, the worst, most vulnerable part of the body. Alright, zombies. Got the pistol out, so you're about to feel the wrath of it. Alright, let's go down there with our machete. Bring it on. Hello. Got a little entourage. I don't want to go past this door because there could be more in there. Don't come running up. Wait, where did that go? Okay. Okay, so now I do have a stack of money. What was going on earlier with that stupid Money Bug. Paul Dart, isn't that a mall cop reference? Yeah, I think it is. It's got to be because the character's name is Paul Blart, you know? Paul Dart, Paul Blart, and he's at the mall. Absolutely. It has to be a Paul Blart mall cop reference. But all right, let's just see what our mall cop here has dropped. Oh, snap. Well, it's not much, but it's a big item. Oh, yeah. I love it. Boop. 60 slots. We just got a rare backpack, people. Hell yeah. And I'll use my little dry pack now as a backpack in backpack. Well, we're looking pretty good. Thank you, Paul Blart. Whatever your name is. Was there another zombie under him? I don't think so. Yeah, that's a cool bag. It's very sleek, too. It's not like big and bulky like some of the other ones they sell. I like it. I like it. Well, we do have a bit more looting to do in the mall here. Hold on. Did I get another point? I need 3 points to open up the high-tier lock picking, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a few shops up at the top level here that we still need to loot. And did I get everything on the bottom? I think I got most of the bottom. But I don't want to leave this place without getting everything. So I think we'll keep our character here at this location. Let's see, what time of day is it? Yeah, it's only 10 a.m. So when we return for our next stream, we should be able to pick up right here where we left off and just loot them all. Then we're going to get into exploring some of the different areas of the map. Yeah, I'll probably try and take us somewhere new where we've never been before. So like I said, we can learn this map finally. But it's a pretty big world, although I'm sure it's going to get bigger as the game develops and stuff. But I think we'll leave things right here for today. I really appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead and quick save it. We'll do a proper save. Save. Yes. And once again, I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing more SurrounDead too. Tomorrow's going to be Card Survival Fantasy Forest over on YouTube. But thank you once again, everybody, for joining me. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your chats and your tips and everything. And I will see you all on the next one.